Hello everyone, and a very good morning to you all. Welcome to my channel, and to issue 86 I'll build a Spitfire Mark 1A. In this issue we are attaching the battery box, switch and display panels. The battery box here, the switch, cable labels, the holders for the cables to go through and the screws, and the 3 bases here. But first we'll be putting in the motor cable holders in and putting them in the respective places. Here, one here, here, and so forth. And then we'll be attaching the battery box and the switch. But the battery box will only be in temporarily because I have ordered the power pack, the electric power pack for the Spitfire itself. So I won't be wasting a lot of money on batteries, but I'll still be getting the batteries to make sure everything works. I don't know when I'll be getting the power pack, so I'll just have to wait and see and just keep it in up for the time being. And then once we've done that, we'll be putting the panels in here, and so it'll end up looking like that with all the panels in. And hopefully this week I should be getting my new batch, fingers crossed. So without further ado, let's make a start on this. Right, okay, I'll just get my scissors and everything I need. Well, actually, I can use my knife, just make sure I don't cut that wire off the cable. I'll just take everything out of there. And that's a battery. They take C cells, which are the old HP11s that used to be called them. The smaller ones from the fat ones. So actually I'll need the screws out and all ready. So get the cable labels out. I'm never organised. So we need 2 of these screws, which are 2x4mm KB screws, just to attach the battery box in, so I'll keep that spare one safe. So these the cable grips, which I'll be putting in shortly. And the cable labels, the switch here, which is on the on position, which it should be in the off. Okay, so what I need to do first, I'm going to have to move my camera up towards the base and the light so you can see what's going on, so I'll just stop for now. Okay, I've moved the camera, got the light there, but it's a bit dull now. It seems to be fading a bit, so that'll have to be recharged. So the first thing we need to do is to fit the cable grips, and I have to make sure they're the right way round. So there we go. I'll just move the cable out of the way. These cables are rolled while I'll do this, so bring instructions over here so I know where the first one's going. So according to the instructions, the first one, as far as I can judge, will be going just there, like that. The second one will be going roughly, just make sure, roughly about there. So don't cover these two holes up where the screws for the battery box is going. That's one thing you've got to be careful of. The third one. Trying to take some of these tops off the stickers. Can sometimes daunting. Right. So let's just see where this third one goes. Third one. So there's that bracket and that bracket. So in between them two, say round about. Make sure it's on the corner. Round about there. And the last one. Last one in between these two motors, round about there, just like that. So that's the 4 cable grips. That's in place now. Now this is where the cable comes into effect. Now this is here comes the fun part. So let's see. So let's put this one first. No, this is right. So this one, which goes into here like that, and this one there, and let's get this one out, make sure there's no kinks. And move that, which this will move over here. Come on, in you go. That. Okay. And this one into here as well. And this one to here, like so. It's ideal already. Okay. Now this one as well. I did look at that very closely. Pull it back a bit. Which goes into like that. Okay. And this one looks here. I think. Into there. Into there. And up. Into there. Right. That's that one. Now. So the single cable. There's no single cable here. So this one, well, I'm just going to put it in anyway. Just get it tidied up. Put it in there. I think I turned that the wrong way around. Put it in the wrong way around, but never mind. That in there like that. Well, there. So that's all done. Finally. Okay. So I'll just pause for a moment. So next thing we need to do is get this, the battery pack, and put a label on the cable. Label CA. Label CA, label CA, which is this one here. I'll just put it round the red one. Like so. And I'll do that while the camera's here. I'll do this one here, the switch, the switcheroo. So there's no kinks. Just put it around both of them. Actually, I'll put it a bit further down. Just like so. And oh, it's not brilliantly on, but it's on. Right. Okay. So now what we need to do is put this battery pack and the switch into its respective place. So I'll just stop the video for a moment while I get my camera set up again. So I've got my camera back in place. So just put my screws in and find out which way the wires are facing. So this is weird how these wires are facing. Now according to the instructions, the wires are facing towards that way. So we'll get this in. Everything's in the road here now. Oh dear. So move that. And find holes for the battery holder. I'll get my screwdriver. Now the fun part is getting the switch in, because I'm going to have to move everything out of the way to get to this all the switch. And then move it. Okay. Now just notice that the next hole is not in line with the battery pack, so I might have to move my line for this, I'm afraid. because I'm going to have to bring this out. And I've just knocked me end. Just knock this off. So that's going to have to be re-glued on. I thought that Gorilla Glue would have held it on, but it hasn't. Right, now then. Now this is really good. I might have to just make a small indentation with my screwdriver. Oh, I need some sharpening, that's all. What I'm going to have to do is get my knife. Just move that out of the way. Click on all. So you put these holes in and they don't line up. It's ridiculous. I mean, how are you supposed to do that with no hole? So right, it's in, it'll have to do. There's not much I can do with that. So the next thing we need to do now is get this respective switch inside. Let's move stuff out the road so I can I've had to move it out a bit more. And the switch, which way does it go? That way. So the switch comes through here, just like that, and that's all you have to do, is just push it in. Right, now then, oops, sorry about that, just have to move my camera again, put it there. This is where the panels are going to come into it now. Back up. Okay, let's get these cables back in here. That's it. Right now. There we are. So we've got the panels right here, so let's bring this down a bit more for now. So one panel on there like that, the other panel. Now then, I'm going to have to bring this out a little touch, just like that. And I've knocked another letter off now. And there's the other letter, the letter I. Oh dear, I think all my letters are starting to come off now, and they shouldn't be. And now we'll get the next panel in. Now I've just noticed that this middle one is warped. It's warped. So what I'm going to have to do here, which I'll just bring up the camera again, take that out, and bend this back a bit like that. Try and get it up so it's level. Try and make it level as possible. So it's not really flush down. So what I'll do, bend that one up. Just like that. That's better. Bit better than what it was. And then I'll just put the suction cups back on, like so, and yeah, it's still warped. That I might have to do something about that. I might have to put a heavy buck on it. And that's issue 86 completed. But what I'll do, I'll just pause the video, get my Spitfire, and I'll put it on, because I'm not putting the Spitfire back on its cardboard stand yet. So I mean, I've still got it. I know my camera keeps fuzzing in and out, but I'll get me a Spitfire and I'll put it on. Just turn that round like that so you'll be able to see. So just bear with me a moment. So as you can see, I put my Spitfire back on, looking really smart. And I put the Supermarine Spitfire plaque there, and this one will be going here next to it. Just put it there for now. So that's with the Spitfire on the base now. It's looking quite smart on there, but I'm not going to keep it like this, because I'm quite disappointed with the top part. I would have thought though it'd have all come in one piece, so it'd fit snugly. So I'll be putting some like artificial grass on there to make it look better and what have you. But I like that. At least now, next issue we finished the next 3 panels on there, and then we can start on the plane. Finish the plane. I put all these wires up. They need to be connected to something, but I don't know what yet. It's going to be a whole circuit board, because the wires in the plane have got to be connected to a circuit board for the batteries to connect to, and also, well, the electric power pack. And also in the next issue we get the speaker for the sound effects. So I'm hoping they come, like I said, I hope they come this week. If not, it'll be next week. So that's it now. That's issue 86 finished. Wow, that took some manoeuvring, moving my camera and my light, and so you can get a close view up of it, because there's nowhere else I can put this base on this desk, because like I've got my telling video here, my camera's here, and monitor here, and my monitor for my computer here, and my keyboard. But that's the only place there where I can keep it, where there's room. But to tell you something though, that Spitfire is looking really good on that. I'm really impressed with that. So in the next issue We'll be getting the next set of parts, 3 more panels for the display stand, plus a speaker, speaker casing, cable, label and screws, as you can see there. And after that, hoping we might be starting on the plane from issue 88, I don't know yet, because the plane gets finished in I think it's 110 issues, and then it's the diorama afterwards, so we'll just have to wait and see what her Harshette brings us. So anyway, I hope you like this video, and if you do, please give it a big thumbs up, and if you haven't already subscribed, please do so. And I'll hopefully see you again next Tuesday, all being well. If not, it'll probably be the following Tuesday after next, so all I've got to do now is just wait and see. So until then, y'all stay safe, take care, and make sure you don't get cold, because it's absolutely freezing out there. So bye for now.